Now, ladies and gentlemen, amid the rapid global transformation in the fields of engineering and resources, which is all about energy and the conversation, it is a growing conversation that we need to have today, and it is no longer just about innovation, but about sustainability, efficiency, and shaping a smarter future. As countries around the world, including Kuwait, explore new pathways toward energy security and cleaner solutions, the role of academia and research becomes more important than ever. To shed light on these developments, we are here on the Good Morning Kuwait, pleased to welcome Dr. Meshari Almutairi, Assistant Professor at the College of Engineering and Energy at Abdullah Salim University. Now, welcome to the program first.
Thank you so much, and I'd like to say good morning to all our viewers right now.
It's a lovely morning, and what a better way to start by talking about sustainable energy, right?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah. So how do you see the landscape of sustainable energy, especially here in Kuwait?
Actually, right now, we can be honest, Kuwait has the potential to be strong leaderships for a couple of reasons. We can say we are capable in financial, we are have a lot of law which is support the Kuwait vision, which is 2035. For example, right now there is a lot of projects has been adopted in Kuwait, and there is a lot of projects could be promising to be adopted as well, especially if we are going to see the Ministry of Electricity and Energies. Right now they are adopting different laws. They are adopting also they are encouraging the awareness among all other employee about all other ministries and institute to save the energies. And right now we can see there is a huge potential right now by adopting different technology to align with the Kuwait visions.
It is, and also I can see movement from the people themselves as well. A lot of them are going towards, even if they don't know the technology, like in my family gatherings, I'd see my uncle bringing something and he's like, it saves energy. I'm like, what does it do? My uncle's like, I don't know, but it saves energy. So you're seeing movement between the locals, going towards the savings, especially when it comes to energy that is renewable, it can last more. Now, I do want to ask you about some of the technologies that are here. Is there something promising in the near future?
Actually, there is two different schools about what the different technology we have. In the past, all the people that they thought they have only the solar, and they thought that the solar is capable to to become as a sources for energies, and there is a wind turbine, but in fact there is huge different sources of renewable energy, especially in the coastal. There is a wave energy, for example, there is geothermal energies, okay, and there is a different type of coastal energy, for example, the dam energy, and the salinity as well. And imagine all these type of energy is easy to be adopted in Kuwait for a couple of reasons. Yeah. For example, we have a huge coastal in Kuwait, so from the north to the south, and that gives us a lot of opportunities to adopt different type of technology for the waves, for example. And the salinity in Kuwait is so high, it's around 5%. And this is also give us opportunity to adopting the osmotic project, or the osmotic solutions energies to be adopted as well. And we need to focus and highlight one of the let's call it the spine core points, which is the Kuwait KFAS or KISSers. And for example, especially and ourselves in Abdullah Salim University, we are supporting the R&D, we are supporting the research and development, and by the research and development we can see what is the next potential technology which can be easily adopted in the near future.
And mashallah, these are all you can apply it here in Kuwait. It doesn't take a lot of, I would say, not power, but a lot of resources maybe?
It's required an R&D.
Yeah.
And
what is an R&D though, if you don't mind me asking?
It's research and development.
Oh, research and development, yeah.
Okay, so right now, if you have if you would like to adopt any technologies, you have several steps. You cannot take it directly and make investment. Imagine, make investment, make it a huge investment, and at the end of the day, the project will not be successful.
Right.
So you need to have a research, we call it an R&D, and the engineer, they are the suitable guys who can do this type of work. So once the R&D is done, you can take it to phase 2, which is an R&T. Okay.
R&T.
Yes, which is research and technology.
Technology. Okay.
Okay. After the research and technology, you can take it and see what is the potential after you complete all the due diligence studies, and it shows that the project is promising, the project is easy to be implemented, and the project it's can be aligned with the research project or the project objectives, for example.
Right. And I'm glad you brought I would say the labeling of engineering, because I do want to ask you about how can engineering, and especially when it comes to innovation, and play a role and key role in the sustainability and the security and everything in these kind of renewable energies.
Exactly, because the engineer, they are, as we just discussed, the engineer, they are the suitable guys who are capable to make to take it to phase 2, as we just explained, to make a lot of experiments and to show if this project is capable to be scaled up in commercial, because you cannot take any idea, take it to the field. It's something never to be happen. But first of all, you need to take it to a lab level and do your research and see the principles which lead you. This project is easily to be implemented. So by the engineers, and the engineer, by the way, you need to make investment on them as well.
Right.
You need to take them for training, you need to take them over the world, and they need to see what's the other project and how the project can be taken from an idea to lab scale to as a commercial. This is a real challenge,
Right. And yeah, because engineers, even if the labels change throughout history, throughout time itself, they have always been the ones that drive civilizations into more and more bigger things.
Exactly.
So engineers do play a role. And I do want to ask you, what are some challenges faced engineers, especially here in Kuwait, locally, some challenges they may find, every step along the way?
First of all, we have a lot of sources which can support whatever technology that you have. We have Kuwait Foundation, which is KFAS. We have Kisar Kuwait Institute. We have 2 governmental universities which are support all these projects you will have in the futures. And the engineer, they need a lot of things if you would like to build a new generation which are capable to face the future challenges. For example, you need to provide a law. You need to support them by invest on them. You need to take them to see what the other projects is implemented around all the world, and you need to make also investment about the research. By the way, KFAS is supported the research sectors, and our university, we are supporting the research centers, but this is still limited. We need to let them expose about what's going on the whole world.
Yeah, and honestly, I think exposure when it comes to, especially engineering, right? If more people know about the things they're doing, the research they're conducting, the amount of results they're having, it's going to be a lot more fruitful, I would say, path for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you about something, when it comes to clean energy and the resources that go into it. There's I would say, compromise between the economic growth that it happens and the environmental responsibilities that happen. So how can you balance between the two, without them overcoming each other?
This is a very critical question, to be honest. Actually, we need to have a balancing. If you need to achieve the sustainability, let's take it from the beginning. If you need to achieve the sustainability, you need to make a successful idea about the 3 different pillars, which is the economical growth, the social, and environmental protections. And this way, once you are achieving these 3 pillars, then you can say your project has been achieving the sustainability. So, but if you would like to align, you need to see how the research can be aligned between the research project, the objective of the research, and the project challenges. So here the academia, it's play a key role in this way. So the researcher need to balancing how we can make approach the gap between the industrial field and approach the gap between the research objectives. So once you reduce the gap between these 2, then you're going to phase 2, as you just mentioned, how we can adopt the align between these 2 big gap. So I think like right now there is a lot of investment in these things, a lot of R&D, a lot of especially in R&D right now has been adopted in oil sector as well.
Oh,
yes, in oil sector, for example, in KOC, KMBC, KBC as well. This is one of their targets, because you cannot say I will wait what's the future technology can become. No, you need to
become the innovator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you need to have like a long run. So you need to see what the long term and what the technology can be adopted from the others, from the overseas, and bring them over here. We are not waiting them.
Yeah.
We are grabbing all this technology and see what is the potential development in them.
MashaAllah. Now, I love how you brought the idea of academia and the role it plays in all of this, because it segues into my next question, is that what role does academia play, especially in the industry here? And is there like a correlation or a relationship between the industry itself and universities, or are they like two separate entities working alongside each other?
For example, the industry cannot be like do anything without the academia, and the academia we cannot see if we are successful without the industrial. So we are playing like win-win situations. For example, as we just mentioned, if I would like to have an idea and I'm spending like years in the research and I'm not quite sure if my research, it's like the result that I got in my research, it's promising. Okay, sometimes you find like an fantastic numbers, which is show to you that the project will be like, once it's implemented, you will have like a successful end at the end. But in fact, once you going to phase 2, to the industrial, it shows you, no, the project has been like, is not reaching even like the successful criteria as well. Yeah. So right now, why the research and academia required to have like a good relation with the people who are industrial field? Because the industrial, once they're facing any challenges, they cannot like do it in the field. They need to go back to the academia. Yeah. And the academia need to do their own research and trial and error. What's in and out, what's in out, what's the recommendation? And even for us, if I'm going for, like for example, if I'm going in my path and I found this number is promising, but based on my relation with industrial, they told me no. We already this tick number, and number show to us like the project you are going to be implemented is never to be happen. So we are working as like an one team, is collaborating team. I know they are two different like entity, but each of us depending on the other.
It's like that Chinese symbol, the yin and yang, right? Yeah. They are two equations of the same symbol, all of them doing work that complements each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now I want to ask you about something, you know, we're talking about faculty, we're talking about the industry, we're talking about here locally, and of course you are representing the faculty. But when it comes to us, you know, the individuals, do we have a responsibility towards, you know, renewable energy in our daily to-day lives, or is that still out of our hands?
If we don't have, we need to have. Because right now we are facing a lot of consequence.
Yeah.
You know, for example, we have like the global warming, it's highlighting right now, and the red flag, it show up. So that means we need to have like a real decisions. So, because all of us, we are living on the same planet. So we need to protect each others by following the rules. And right now, like for example, the temperature on the climate right now, it should be like 14 Celsius. And right now, it's unfortunately, it's started to be increased 1.5 Celsius. That's a very horrible, you know, situations. So we need to have like a real, like stand and real, like decisions how we can stop this one, and we cannot stop it like alone. So we need each of us to like collaborate and see how the project can be make it sustainable by reducing, like for example, the carbon emissions, by make it like more environmental protections, by reducing all other consequences which could affect in our planet.
It is, and even though it's a very double-edged sword kind of equation, you know, to clean energy, it's a group project, right? Faculties, governments, industries, universities, people, they all have to go into it and actively, you know, preserve it, right? Because we all have our roles to play in it. With that being said, I do want to thank you for joining us on Good Morning Kuwait and taking the time out of your day to talk us all about renewable energy and sustainability. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we do want to spread a special thank you and appreciation to our guest, Dr. Meshari Almutairi, Assistant Professor, College of Engineering and Energy, Abdullah Salim University. We are going to take a break after this one, so stay tuned.